I took a pause from vlogging because of many reasons. First off, I realized that I was constantly complaining. I was just fixated on this one big thing that was happening. I just kept complaining every day about it, and there was almost no vlogging beyond that. And I was like, I don't even know if I want to put all of that out on the internet. First off, it can get me in trouble. Secondly, it's just I'm almost embarrassed about everything I said, really, to a degree. I wasn't even doing anything else. I was just focusing on my work, doing a part-time job, which I don't have anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, and then I was like, no one watches my vlogs, no one knows me. I really thought that things would get off ground. They never truly did, and I was like, why am I doing it? Of course, the core thing, I always did it for me. I feel like vlogging helps me process things, especially when I get to look back on things that I went through, almost take a fresh look at everything. It has that effect, you know, almost healing effect. And for that reason precisely, I'm coming back, because, you know, it has been about a month of me not doing any vlogging, and I'm like, you know what, I feel like I'm falling apart again. I really need to just document stuff and just have fun with it. Quite a few things changed recently. First, I had a really bad fallout with my management, the worst of them all, which happened a few weeks back. Then I had a really good meeting with head of department that I'm trying to move over in the next year. Things will hopefully happen next year, but I can't say for sure. We're still in our old apartment. We haven't moved yet into the new property. They're still finalizing the contract and looking through all of the documentation, ensuring that everything's correct. In the meantime, we are trying to look for the furniture. We're trying to figure out how to prioritize all of the refurbishment and all of the construction work that we want to do. The house is in a very good condition, but at the same time, we still want to refresh it a little bit. We want to redo the flooring, we want to retile the bathrooms and the kitchen floor so that it looks a little better. And I guess nothing else aside from that. I'm now on my holiday. It is December 23rd, I guess. I was just chilling reading my book, and I was like, I really need to force myself to go to the gym. It's so hard these days to do that. It's not even that cold outside, you know. A few weeks back it was very cold, and I thought, oh, you know, that was such a strong excuse to just be at home in the warmth of it and just hibernate. But now it's not even cold anymore, you know, so there is no strong excuses not to go, and I have time because I'm not working. I feel like I made a promise to myself to go gym at least 3 times a week. I've been once this Monday and it's Friday, so maybe it's now a good time to go again, and then it will be Christmas, so 2 times is still okay. Holidays went fine. I was able to relax. I read a ton of books. Where are they? I think they're in a different room. Manhattan Beach by Jennifer Egan. Candy House, my favorite. Nonviolent Communication, my friend. Another thing, Anatomy of a Humbug. This is a new one that I will be reading. 2 books on my Kindle, The Unicorn Project, which I'm enjoying a lot. And so as you can see, I'm spending a lot of time reading, and I'm also thinking, because I'm not feeling good about the fact that I recently lost that side income that I had, especially now that we're buying a house and we're thinking, we're making all of these grand plans of buying this furniture, remodeling the house almost, and you know, I need that, and it's been bothering me a lot. So what I've started to do, I mean, this was a goal all along, but I didn't actually do anything about it, but I've started to finally work on my site. I have this mural board set up. I've developed a homepage with the imagery and content that I want. It will be a very straightforward 4-page website where I will be talking about what I want to be doing. And I was telling my friend yesterday that I was stuck on this homepage designed forever. In fact, it was one of those things that stopped me from working or thinking further about what I want to do with this site and my side hustle. And I just couldn't figure out what to put on this homepage. It's like, oh my god, every time I think of working on the site, I kept pushing myself. I was like, I need to work on the site, I need to create this business, I need to start making money on a site again, because first it felt amazing to have this income coming through aside from my regular income, and thinking that I can afford all these things that I was never able to afford before. So I was like, I need to do it. And every time we go to a homepage, I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna put there? What images do I, what content, what is my business, you know, kind of thing. It's so grand, but also so like, what am I doing? And yesterday I was like, let me map things out. Let me have this homepage, then let me map out what I envisioned the site to be, pages, and then I used AI to generate some imagery that I liked, and I was like, this looks good. And then I started to plan what content to write in the other pages aside from the homepage, and it just, you know, worked. And I was like, oh my god, I have this whole thing that I'm so proud of, and that even ended up being actually the content of the homepage. I feel a little bit more motivated today, and I will definitely continue working on the other pages and potentially launch this site next week or even this week. I mean, look, no one is stopping me. And also the beauty of it is that you could always edit content at any point. It's not like you launch it and it's like static there. No, it's it can be live, it can be fluid. After I've launched my site, I have grandiose, or whatever the word is, plans on, you know, trying to get my business going and trying to win my own clients as opposed to relying on somebody else, and it's just gonna be fun. I feel like one thing that I'm doing right now, or the business that I'm creating, is so much more than what I'm doing right now, and it's actually in line with what I will potentially be working on in this new role that I will I'm just so hoping I'll get it, but at the same time I'm so scared. And now I'm realizing that because I haven't been vlogging for so long, I have so much to say, and yeah, I need to continue vlogging. I was watching one of my favorite vloggers online and I was like, oh, it just feels so good to just not see this video of how to do this and just watch someone's real life and feelings, and you know, whatever they're going through, it's very relatable. It helps feel better about things. I think they're more human, more raw, more authentic. That's precisely why I started vlogging in the first place. So I need to continue vlogging. Welcome to the last day of 2022. It is raining, unfortunately. I would really love it if it was snowing, you know, but it's just not the case. I know that those lucky in Seattle have a lot of snow right now, and in fact it's a little bit too much, I've heard. It is what it is. Arpine was asking me to go for a walk for a really long time. He's used to going out at 12 and 5 every day, and today I slept a little bit too long. We weren't able to go out at 12 and it's now 2 o'clock. I just wanted to say that I am going into the new year hopeful that things that I'm hoping to achieve I will achieve, and whatever setbacks I see coming my way, I will be grateful and see them as a source of a learning opportunity, you know, trying to be positive, because I do realize I have been quite a lover and I'm not even sure I will be releasing the latest vlogs that I'm filming because they just, you know, I complain all the time. I'm so freaking lucky to have a boyfriend, to have 3 cats and a dog, to have a stable job, to be able to buy a house. It's all very, very, very good stuff, and all I do is complain. I feel like I should be ashamed of myself in a way, you know. Check out how big our penis is. Every time I see other dog owners, they're like, oh my god, he's grown so much. Yeah, he's almost 11 months old. He's going to continue growing until he's 1.5 years old. The plan for today is to go to this restaurant in the evening, release my vlog, relax, welcoming the new year with open arms. I'm underestimating, he takes forever to eat. I feel so tired. I'm like a walking ghost in this park. There's interestingly a ton of people today, so I've been gets to play with other doggies, so that's good. But then I'm like, oh, so it's the 1st of Jan. Does that mean I have to go to the gym today? Because, you know, you have to start the year strong, and I'm like, oh, but I really don't want to. I just want to, but at the same time it's been a week of me just doing very little. I've been reading books, I've been trying to write up content for the site, but then again all of this activity was very laid back, very non-active, and it almost feels like my body really needs some activity. And yesterday's dinner, whew, that was a lot of meat. I could not move, and then on top of that I did eat my cheesecake after all when I got home. It was so tasty. I do not regret a single bit. Once you look at me, I'm forcing myself to go to the gym. Definitely an achievement for the first day of the year. I thought it would be the usual hour of walking uphill and I only lasted 25 minutes. I feel very sick. I feel like I'm about to collapse. So I was like, you know what? I feel like it's okay to end it a little sooner today and go home, have some food. And it's a good thing that I came out in the first place. Hi and welcome to my pod. This thing has been advertised to me on Instagram for so long I couldn't resist. I mean, I always wanted to have a beanbag, but this one, oh my god, it's so comfortable. Look, they make it very difficult to just get up and do your life. You can sit like this, you can lie like this. It basically adapts to any body movement. I mean, you know, it is so comfortable. It's the best. I love it so much. I can do my work here. Look, I can take my laptop, I can watch a movie, I can just, you know, do my life here as opposed to sitting at a desk. It provides such great support for my back, much better than the chair. Remy Pod, way to go. If you like to relax and read books, I highly recommend it. I am into day 3 of my work and I'm doing my best to just stay positive and not get involved in any kind of drama. I'm trying to steer away from myself, to be frank. Over the holidays, I've thought a lot about why I am the way that I am. I couldn't help but think that I'm the problem. It is something I need to work on. It certainly doesn't help being surrounded by people who are like very different from you, and it just, you know, it's almost like a school, like a learning experience that I'm failing. I just need to do better, that's all. The good thing is that I'm actively working on that. I'm doing the courses on emotional intelligence and how to behave at work, you know, all of the, like with people who you don't like, stuff like that. You know, I'm definitely much better than what I used to be, but I feel like I still have a way to go and it's okay. I feel like having some level of empathy towards this is good. I'm trying to take it slow. I watched this TED Talk yesterday and the guy was like, why do you think you have to change the way you behave if you feel like the other party is in the wrong and they have to change, you know, stuff like that? And he was like, because it's your heart attack. And it just got to me. I was like, oh my god, yeah, it's my health, it's my, every time something bad happens at work, there's a conflict. It takes me a week at least to get over it. A week, and then have this nagging negative feelings that just don't really go away ever. And it affects my health, and I'm like, why do I let it affect my health? And it's not like just like that, and I will stop. I can't just stop it affecting me in any way, but I can clearly diminish the negative effects that this interactions caused me, and it helps. It helps to be a little more chill and accepting and empathetic and overall I feel like it helps greatly understanding now.
Look at this pretty boy, red band.
Mama was like, we need to get a raincoat for Bean because when it rains his fur gets very wet very fast. And I was like, no, golden retrievers love water. But then after a few rainy sessions I was like, you know what, let's just get it, because it's not like the water that they enjoy, you know, it's not like them jumping in a river or lake or something, it's them just getting wet and not actually having fun. So I was like, okay, let's get it. Officially the most fashionable pooing dog in town. Usually we thought that we had enough. We factored in everything we could into this underfloor heating situation, but we couldn't afford it. Then there was a stage of us thinking, maybe we can't afford it and maybe we should just cut the area in half and do the underfloor heating just on the middle floor. Then we thought about it a little more. A few days later we thought, hey, you know what, let's just do it because it's for life and it's equity.
No, we would still do it, but we cut something else off instead.
Yeah, we just cut off the kitchen floor, which is one room.
No, we already cut it off and it's still too expensive, but we need to put other things out.
Now we got the final quotes and it's looking like we can't afford it.
It's not the final quote. There is one thing though, is that the tile quote we got was very expensive. I think you can get it for cheaper than that. The tiles themselves don't cost X amount, right? And the installation costs like triple that. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, so anytime I budgeted stuff in the past, and every time I speak to someone who does renovations, always have to have double the amount that you originally budgeted
but
for.
like-
Anyway, moral of the story, we are proceeding, I think, with the underfloor heating as originally planned. We are not going to the kitchen, we're going to do the first and second floor, and we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. Last time we wanted to go to this hot pot place, our favorite place. There was a long queue, and now we really wanna. We're so hungry. Where is it? You're here.
It's next road. No,
Yes,
it's this
next-
road. It's this road.
No, it's next road.
It's this road.
No, it's next road. So fingers crossed, the hot pot place has space for us because we are coming for you, hot pot place. We already chose the topics.
We went here instead, right?
Yeah, and this place was not good. Like wings and wings. No.
Topic.
Shit,
gonna
there's a
look at the
queue
menu.
again.
We're gonna.
There's a queue.
No, we can wait for it.
It's like 6 people and it's packed. It almost feels like the wait will be like an hour. No, but you just need to circle the ones you want. You know, I have a problem with all these Asian restaurants. The food tastes so nice, but then when you get to actually choosing it, you get menus with like 1,000 different things you can choose. Everything is in the local language.
No, it's
Sometimes
not. It was English.
Yeah, I know, but you get the English as well. But then half the time, you just don't know what you're choosing. You don't know what you're getting. I would much rather have like a picture on the side, and sometimes you get it, and sometimes you don't. And like, you just choosing blind really, or you have to Google what it means. You look fun.
You do one as well, then. So then I'm like, okay, I'll open it. I have to put it on now. Right.
We should go that we're watching The Apprentice yesterday, and there was this show before The Apprentice where they pitched the idea.
She means Dragon's Den. Everyone knows what it is. In America, it's called Shark Tank.
I was actually telling Almond every time I say something, he either contradicts or corrects me most. He's struggling right now not to say anything. Look at his face. He's struggling so much not to interject this little Almond bit.
Come 70 because it doesn't
Look how also it tastes even better.